Most comical. Oh, what's up? Oh, am I by myself? Am I all by myself? Hey, I'm gonna play some music. I'm all by myself. Hi, everybody. I guess we're here. I don't know where the man is, and I got no controls, but I'm here. So, hi. We're a little late. It's okay. The world's not ending. Actually, got more viewers from EBN. Thank you, EBN, for sending everybody over here to watch with us because I know you guys are shutting down soon. But yeah, that was fun and entertaining, and here we are. So, what's going on, everybody? Let's get going in the chat and let's talk a little bit. So, what's up, everybody? Take our time. Let's take a deep breath. Everybody here, let's all do it together. Let's take a deep breath. Everybody in. Everybody breathe out. Okay. So we're here. It's late. Everybody is ready for another big night. We're not drunk yet, Star Wars. Ladage, we're not, but maybe some of us are. EVN has been absolutely hilarious over the course of the last 15 to 20 minutes. I don't know about you guys, but I am finding them excessively entertaining during this time because they were just giving X-Wing the business right now. It was awesome. We don't know what happened. We don't know if it's technical difficulties. We don't know if the man fell asleep. We don't know. But thanks for hanging out with us and being here just a little while longer. And the dude will be here. See what happened? We started the stream. We went from 30 viewers down to 15. So all the EBN guys just took off. And shame on you. You should be here with us. You don't have to run away to tell them. You could keep both streams open. So yeah, guys, let's take a look at the chat. Let's see. X-Wing says, sorry, everyone, he can't get his cam or mic working. He's trying. Here, maybe I yell at him. Hold on. X-Wing! You got him! Oh, he kicked me out when I started yelling again. See, he still has control back there. So yeah, that was awesome. So yeah, we're gonna I'm keeping my eye out on the episode as always because as soon as that drops, we are going to have our viewing. And usually they drop it early. The last couple weeks, they've dropped it a couple minutes early. So, the clock is ticking. Darth Arlena, welcome. Knight of the Force, welcome. Wizard of Oz X-Wing. Like I said, he's just trying to make a big entrance. He just wants you guys to miss him a little bit. It's all good. We saw him he was doing stuff earlier. It's all good. He'll be here. But yeah, let's talk a little bit. How about in chat? We'll just do some ones and twos. How about that? We'll just start off with some ones and twos. So let's start off with the easy question. Who is excited for this episode of Boba Fett? Are we excited? Press 1. If we're not really excited, but we're watching just because everybody says it's going to get better. Hey, my buddy's here. What's up, guy?
I'm a 1.
You're a 1. He's a big number 1. I'm excited too. Shocker. I'm a big fat 1.
Shocker, I mean, it's the halfway. It's the halfway. We're like the peak.
Yeah, so. Mid-season finale. Hey, Maria, welcome.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Good. We're just keeping things alive. We're just keeping the pulse going. Look at that. He may be here in spirit. Hold on, let me.
Dude, I am having some serious trouble right now, folks.
Okay.
No.
Okay. No, you're not having any trouble. You're having a great night. You're having a great night.
I need a drink.
No, this is great. I'm great.
Here we can all do that if you want. Here we can all be a 0 if you want. Makes it feel better. So yeah, I mean I didn't get to finish because the other guest came in, but put a number 2 if you're not really excited. Put a 1 in there if you're pumped, super excited. I can't do the polls because I'm not in control. Dude, what I do have to say is, bro, you need some wrenches. You need to make me a wrench because EBN came in.
Nobody is
weighing, bro. I don't know if you were watching EBN.
Yeah, don't scroll up.
They were having so much fun with the tardiness. It was awesome. I was watching their stream and they were sending people over here like crazy to get in the chat. It was so much fun.
They were hilarious.
I was over there egging them
Absolutely
on. I
dying.
can't lie.
I'm looking at it right now. This is
I was
good.
egging them on hardcore over there on their channel. It was great.
For like the last 30 minutes, all they kept doing was go over there and tell him he sucks.
Yeah, it was great.
It was great.
We even
Good,
beat
good.
it.
I was in there egging them on. Oh, it's funny because as soon as we went live here, they all left. Right. So we went from like 30 hits, right, to like 15 in millisecond. It was like millitime. Yeah, but we need seriously, you need to make me a wrench. Come on, bro. Like seriously, we like the council should be wrenches.
At least you're number two. At least you're number two.
Yeah, somebody, bro, because like they were in there just tearing it up. We could have been like like ninja, like the infomercial. So what's up? Who's hyped? Who's excited? You guys?
I'm excited. I'm
pumped.
excited.
I'm a big old fat one, right?
Yeah,
for sure.
But
for sure.
you know, I'm a Disney shill. So.
I mean, I'm you know, they call me a shill, but I'm just a sucker for all good, all Star Wars. To me, I can find
the good, the bad, the ugly, right?
I mean, you know, there's some good, there's some bad, there's some awful. I mean, I was not. It's so funny. I saw a meme today. I think you guys will appreciate it. I saw a meme today that was Jar Jar Binks looking down at the biker gang, going, "Misa happy, Misa not the worst thing in Star Wars." And I flat out fell on the floor. I was literally out of my seat. I was like, oh, that was savagery, man. Poor Jar Jar. Just even in 2022, can't get the respect he deserves. Just saddens my heart, man. Saddens my heart. So what's up? What are you guys looking forward to? Let's I know the swing is coming, but the time's a wasting. We got like 10 minutes, so I figure we got to fast forward this a little bit. What do you guys think is going to happen in this one? Are we going to get our final? I mean, I'm going to say it because I'm always going to say it. Are we going to get our Slave 1 reveal finally in the midseason?
Oh, we better, man.
Are we going to get the Slave 1 and we're going to get to see him in his ship or what?
I'm actually not really sure.
I think what's really going to happen is we're going to see the sit down dinner. I think that's what's going to happen. I think that we're going to flash back to him, you know, kind of strolling up on the palace where you could see him kind of go in and then he sees his ship. Maybe his ship was confiscated by the Hutts. I don't know, right? And that's where he has to go and retrieve it. And I think we might even see Mandalorian in this episode in a flashback.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we don't see any of the current people in shows. I hope we don't see an Ahsoka. I hope we don't see a Mandalorian. I hope we don't see Din Djarin. I hope we don't see any of the real cast from other shows in this show, because I would like it to be a Book of Boba show where we see really only important things. And I feel like that would be a little bit of tearing away from, you know, Favreau's got a lot of work to do this week, right? I feel like this week is you know, every week everybody says it, but I feel like after last week's episode, I feel like this week I need him to come out swinging a little bit just to keep my rep intact more than anything.
I don't think this episode is going to be like a swinger. I don't. But I think we are going to get like some of that story in the prep. I think 5, 6, and 7 are going to be your bangers.
I'm waiting for some of them to end on an actual cliffhanger. Like none of them have ended on a cliffhanger. They've all had like a conclusive, like, okay, this is the end of the episode, and literally a line to kind of set up what's going to happen next. But no like Grogu moment or there's no like Mudhorn moment. Like I need stakes.
Well, we're gonna get that Rancor moment here real quick, right? We're gonna get that Rancor moment here real quick.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're gonna get the dinner scene. I think if anybody will get Din Djarin, because I just want the two of them to link up for Mandalore long term.
Yeah,
I think that happens more in Mandalorian though than it does here. I think he's got to set up his empire before he can.
We did see the mechanic chick with the droids, and we know that Din's there fighting the crate dragon and stuff at some point. So I think it's going to lead up to that.
Well, the crate
I don't think that's the big like episode though. I really think that that's probably a flashback, and I really think that that's probably what we're going to be seeing today. I think that's largely what it would be the preparation to that. I don't think we're going to see him riding a Rancor, if at all, this whole season.
I think we're going to get to see, I think what's going to be awesome, because it looked like to me in the trailers that the table scene was set in the main hall above the Rancor pit. And I want to see the Rancor loose in the Rancor pit, maybe having a meal as he's speaking or something like that. Or the door opens so they can see that he's got a Rancor, you know, just a little bit of like, I want to rule with respect, but I still got a Rancor.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm still, you know, and I want to see that.
I'm still in Hut territory.
I'm still the boss here. Like, let's be real. Jabba had his Rancor. Bib was a bitch, and you know, I'm back. You know, I'm back.
We don't know what happened to Moochie though, right? So Bib might have had Moochie, and you know,
I still think Moochie was Jabba's Rancor's parent. I still think that the age requirement, I think, in between the Bad Batch Order 66.
A lot of people in the chat too are mentioning Bosk. I want Bosk, dude.
I think Bosk would be awesome.
And I want him to be awesome.
I really want to see. I think an important scene to see if we're going to get into the Slave One. I really want to see a tracking device pull up in the Slave One to show him where his armor. I want that flashback. If we're going to flash back to Mando time, I want a flashback that shows us Finnick and Boba getting in to the Slave One. I want to see Boba accessing his armor's chain code and tracking device. I want to see Boba fly into where him and Mando met. I get that planet wrong grammatically, so thank you. And I want to see him go. If I see anything from Mandalorian, I want to see Boba walk into the Razor Crest and don his armor for the first time in X amount of years. Like, if you're gonna give me a flashback at this point, I want
show us him putting it on.
You want the dots connected.
Right. I want you to show me that whole in a flashback, but then I also or I want the Cad Bane showdown from the previs stuff in live action.
I think Cad Bane is way more of an option than Bosk. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I think Cad Bane as a flashback might be more realistic, but I think Bosk in present day might be more realistic.
There's so many Trandoshans too in that city. Like, they control the city center, and I actually was noticing when BK was walking through and the rivalry with Wookiees and them, there was a dozen Trandoshans that saw him just stroll through. So the word got out, I'm sure.
That would be a perfect lead-in for Bosk, is that other Trandoshans are there, and they're like, you wouldn't believe this Wookiee is here, and hey, your boy Boba is back running the show,
and they just handed Boba a pelt,
and they're
handed him a pelt.
Yeah, that was
they're not shy about it.
That was real sneaky thrown in there, but it was straight like. Savage isn't even a word. You got to go back. That was medieval right there. That was some medieval crap that they did. They're like, here's a Wookiee pelt for you. And it's like, because not everybody caught that.
Right. And the thing about BK is that he's actually a very rare coloring for Wookiee.
His pelt.
So he would be like a major, like mucho book.
Mucho credit.
Exactly. Language right now.
I mean, there's like what, 3 rare types. There's the beige Wookiee, the white Wookiee, and the black Wookiee.
The white Wookiees just look so dope in the snow.
You can't see them. Like perfect stealth for
they
like
look so
ice planet.
Yeah.
Oh, poor X-Wing. He's really struggling, guys.
Yeah, what's up? I thought he was home.
He is home. That's the worst part. Is he was
he was just actually, pull up his phone, man.
He was actually working, doing stuff earlier in the week.
Yeah, he recorded a whole
earlier
video
today. We were all out and about, and he wasn't having as hard of a time. So we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
I'm keeping my eye out on the website. I will send the link. We'll try to do this.
I gotta log in
again. We'll try to do that thing again.
I don't know what is going on. It keeps booting me out and then bringing me back in, saying my stuff is accessed by another program when it's not. I don't know what the hell is going on.
Wow, is that laptop by chance?
You sound Gucci right now.
That your boss gave
sound
you?
great
Is
right
that
now.
Still
No.
open or anything?
No, I freaking brought it back yesterday, so I don't know what the heck is going on.
Well,
All right, guys,
it's okay.
let's figure out how many minutes do you think this episode is going to be? Are we going to go over under? Let's say over under 40.
Over.
Hopefully.
Swing.
I'm hoping it's over 40, but at this point, I'm wondering, man. I'm wondering if we're going to be more closer to like 38 minutes.
I think I'm going to go under.
Let's see. It was 39, 53, and 39. Hopefully they go back to 53.
Yeah.
And he's gone.
And he's gone.
And he's gone.
Yeah.
We'll be
Okay.
back.
So we in the chat we have some 25-minute. I think that's a little short.
That's way too short. Yeah.
Tim's Talk says
43.
43. Yeah. I mean, Moochie was a female. I don't want to say that wrong. Male. So yeah. I mean, I want over, but expect under. I see that.
Do you think that maybe this Rancor is the baby of Moochie and Patessa? Or
I mean,
something? No, well, not Patessa, right? Because he died.
It feels like this Rancor is off world,
Yeah,
by
just
chance.
a new one. Yeah.
It seems like the Hutts might have brought a Rancor with them from either Nalhutta or the Moon. Top of my head, but anyway, it seems like they brought that Rancor with them, and it probably no relation to any Rancor we've seen. Just because Jabba's empire fell and somebody else took over, so that could be Moochie could be dead or somewhere else. Who knows? But
give me Rancor lineage. Let's
go.
Oh
my goodness!
I know, right? That's interesting as hell.
There's some people out there that really care about that kind of stuff, and it's just
totally
the colorations. Like somebody did mention the coloring.
Like, yeah, there's different colors, right? With there's different colors to Rancors as well. I mean, I'm in the minority. I really enjoyed the Bad Batch. I agreed that there's a lot of episodes in there that were filler.
Me too.
But overall, the storytelling of the Bad Batch was great. That first episode was a banger. I loved the first episode of the Bad Batch, and it was like 70-something minutes long.
Well, and that's the I mean, I agree with you. I don't think the Bad Batch gets enough love personally. I think the second season will give them more a little more love than they're getting currently.
And it's coming. It's coming this spring. I mean,
well, that's what's on deck, right?
Yeah.
We finish with Boba, and then it jumps into Bad Batch next, right? I think that's the next show that's on deck.
We finish with Boba, and I think we jump into Moon Knight for the MCU. So you have to think about how that's set up. Oh, look at him! Yes.
We don't care about we don't care. This is the year of Star Wars. This isn't the year of Marvel.
But they wouldn't do those shows like at the same time, because there's a lot of fans that like both universes.
Yeah, I mean, they got lucky. They planned it, not got lucky, but they planned it right with Hawkeye ending and Boba starting one week to the next.
Yes. So Moon Knight is probably going to be next, and Moon Knight is probably going to end
I think they're sticking to all Wednesday nights.
Yep, they are.
Yeah, they're just going to own Wednesdays from now until forever.
Yeah, and Moon Knight is going to, I think, run its 6 episodes. It starts on March 30th, right? So it'll probably run till the 13th. So
I mean, what a smart move, though. I mean, I know a lot of people are not excited about it because it ruins their Tuesday nights, and you got to stay up late and get up early for work. But
you ruined me, man. Look at these stress lines in my face right now.
That's because you've been playing with electronics for the last 15 minutes. Welcome to my world, sister. But yeah, I think that's one of the main reasons is that is what a great way to just take over midweek. No one else is releasing. No movies are releasing on a Wednesday. Yeah. Right.
So I don't think we're going to see Obi-Wan drop till May 18th. I think Obi-Wan is definitely next for us. 100%.
Oh, really? You think that's before Bad Batch?
I do. I think there's no way that they're going to hold that back. Like,
I'm hoping there's some connective tissue and that's why it's going to be next.
Well,
I think it's going to be Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then the Bad Batch, and then Andor, or it could be Andor, the Bad Batch, and Kenobi. But
I think
the Bad Batch
Andor
is gonna
makes
go in the middle.
sense. But I don't even. Are they done filming Andor yet? I don't even think.
Oh yeah,
they're
they're
done filming.
way past it. They're way.
Oh, yeah,
they
they're way
started
deep in
filming that
post.
before. Yeah, they started filming
okay.
that before Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi has been filmed and wrapped and is in post-prod, and they did that whole show after Endor. Endor had a lot of reshoots.
Yeah, because I remember the set leaks from Scotland or wherever that was. They were showing that like the dam looked like the Imperial base coming out, but that was pretty much the last I heard of it.
I don't think Obi-Wan will be in Christmas. No way. That's Mando, season 3.
Even with the postpone?
December. Yep.
Check your.
She says it with such authority. I feel like I have to believe it. It's up already?
Yeah, it's up. I'm sending you the watch link.
Oh my gosh, is it? Oh my gosh.
I'm sending you the check your Discord.
49 minutes.
49.
Wow. God,
yes, you guys
We were
win.
close.
You win the over/under.
Okay, so there is our link
I
to
got
get
the
in.
invite.
So
Oh my god, it's not. I have to reload entire Disney Plus. Why does it do that?
We got a few
it opened a
minutes.
separate window for me too.
Yeah, I gotta get the stopwatch open here.
All right.
It's a little weird at the beginning for me too.
Oh, what's up, buddy?
Hey, right in time.
Ooh, 48 minutes.
Who am
Look
I
at
sending?
that.
Am I sending? Oh, Bayou. Hold on. Let me send you the link. Bayou. Hold on.
Why does the description say Boba Fett partners with Fennec Shand?
Where is your? Hold on. I'm just gonna put it in
That's
Boomer.
kind of weird, huh?
Bayou.
Does that mean that Boba turns to Fennec and says, "Let's do it your way"? I'm down for that because Miss Master Assassin herself.
Oh God.
Don't gas him up already. Let's just watch it.
Don't get me freaking started.
Let's watch the episode.
Okay.
Stopwatch going,
So
right?
that's the there's the 5 of us. So as soon as I see all of you in the
Where did you send it?
I sent it in your Discord in your personal, or it's in the Boomer group.
Mine's always delayed before.
I don't even have Discord open.
Okay, I see Bayou, I see Hawks, I see myself. Maria, I also sent you the link, but I know you said you were loading.
Yeah.
And then make sure to mute your mics so we don't come through on the stream.
Got you.
I might have to put my headset on for this. Let's see.
No, it's okay, internet. Take your time.
It's okay. It's okay. It's before midnight. This is why they release it early for us. So us YouTubers have time to load it up. They're doing it for us, guys. They're doing it for us. Let's keep that positivity rolling. They're doing it for us. They said, hey, you know what? We need to release this 15 minutes before, about 10 minutes before midnight, because X-Wing and the boys need time to get the stream up. So Disney was looking out just for us. Thank you guys over at Disney. We appreciate you for putting it up 10 minutes early, letting us boomers over here figure the F out.
Oh, she's slacking, baby.
Yeah, be ready. Be ready.
It's all good. I'm ready.
I'm not seeing a link, guys. Where am I?
It's in your it's in the Discord and your private to me and your DM to me.
Okay.
Okay. So, okay, there's one more. Anybody missing? So, oh, there we go. Okay. That's
you tell me when.
And 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, there goes the swoosh.
It always just sits at the main screen for me for like a minute.
All right, I'm in.
I will not be skipping the recap, so you might catch up after the recap.
Yeah, I need that time.
The recap is going right now.
We're good.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Here we go. Is everybody good?
Yeah, I'm good. We're right on with the time.
Okay, sweet. Here we go.
Hinting at the Rancor.
Yeah, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ah!
Stop.
I'm nervous.
Okay, we are getting through the mask intro. Everybody still on time?
Mm-hmm.
Still on target.
Hell yeah, muting.
Stay on target.
Yes.
Okay.
Like a bantha.
I love all the animatronics too.
I love the stop motion sometimes. Like the stop motion that they did with the first monster in the first episode was awesome.
Here we go.
Here we go. Look how many cards are down there.
I called it, didn't I?
The gang works for Bib.
That was cool.
Dude,
Yeah, dude.
Is this the night when Fennec and Mando are going at it?
I think so.
Oh,
He sees the flare or something.
Maybe
I
he
told
hears
you
you
I'm
kill her
psychic.
before.
I'm freaking psychic.
Oh,
That's
there's
one
the
right there.
flare.
Good
Let's
shit,
go,
bro.
baby.
Wow.
Yeah, see, I want to see all of this from Boba third person. That's perfect.
That was also a hint of the Mando music there.
Yo, make sure not to
Yo, someone click the screen.
yeah, make sure not to click the screen or jump because it just jumped.
It
Oh,
did for me as well.
Yeah, make sure nobody touches it. Oh, there's
did he
such good connection.
Well, how much of it did he see? I don't know.
I have to go back and watch it again.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we're 10 seconds ahead now.
He might have just seen the dude, the wannabe bounty hunter.
Yeah.
He might have just seen the wannabe bounty hunter shooter in the gut or something.
Oh, that's the gang that puts her back together.
Maybe that's
Yeah,
why he
so
likes them.
So she gets her cybernetic parts.
Yo, the mirrored bike is right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo, it's like a tattoo shop.
I'm so down.
I do not like this music.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Yo, but I love the scene though.
Yeah, this scene's amazing. I love it.
Reminds me of like old like 2000s Matrix.
This reminds me of Blade Runner. Stop touching things.
Are they clicking stuff?
Guys, come on.
Sorry, I think that was me.
Yeah, don't click because it skips it for all of us.
Yeah, everybody controls it.
I wasn't trying to like skip it or anything.
All good.
Obsession, do you want to send it back 10 seconds for me?
Yeah, are you serious? Really?
Yeah, boot it back 10 seconds because we're almost 20 ahead.
Okay.
Stop spoiling in the chat.
Oh man, you're going far, far back.
I mean, your timer's running and I'm trying to go back at the same time.
Yeah, we're at 9 minutes and 16 seconds on the timer.
I'm trying not to touch it.
All right, I'll match it up.
Just
I'll match
let
it
it
up.
go.
We'll just leave it there. Whatever. Dude, is that my computer just doing that?
Yeah, it was.
What the hell?
I'm not touching anything at all.
No, I looked down, my mouse isn't even on the screen. It says skip 30. What the hell is going on with my comp?
Life debt.
Mm.
There it is, boys and girls.
Mm.
Sorry.
Dude, the sight on that's amazing. It's got that little
Yes.
reflex sight on top.
That's why you're a master assassin right there.
Hell yeah. Oh, hell yes.
Giving me some Darth Maul vibes for sure.
Totally.
And that's why you're Fennec Shen.
I'm a big fan.
Getting Aeon Flux vibes too.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Fennec Shans. She's really grown on me, guys. Guys, that was awesome.
Double crossed? What?
Interested to hear about this double cross. That's sick.
Bro, that is awesome. Yes.
Oof.
There's a couple people there.
That's a lot of motherfuckers.
Oh, we're gonna see major bloodbath, bro. Yes, bring it on.
Oh, that's the Emperor's lightning sound.
Yo, she was worth every penny.
Oh man.
And they're very grievous.
That's totally a Grievous callback.
Dang, I saw that in the chat 6 minutes ago, so I guess I'm gonna stop looking.
Put it on private instead of regular.
Worth every penny.
Oh my god. Oh man.
I want one.
That's a little guy from Clone Wars.
Yo, even Fennec is tired of his shit.
I am Batman.
Trailer scene. It's like a double gonk droid.
Remember what we said about body count? That was a double droid. Now show me the scene I need to see.
That's why we saw the cameo.
Mm. Oh my god.
He's
The
going to wipe
Jundalin
these clowns
massacre.
off the map.
Yeah.
Yes. You guys are talking
Yeah,
about
this
him
was
not
the
being a
trailer scene.
savage.
Savage.
He's the same Boba Fett he always was.
Oh, rough.
Yes, that is what I'm talking about.
What did I say about body counts? What did I say?
Sail barge.
Dude, that's sick. How it can just hover.
That is so dope.
Wow. This is friggin' awesome.
Oh. Oh no.
Well, she's committed like you read about.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
That's crazy.
If you weren't dead before, you are for sure dead now.
Dude, and he
He
still went
crawled
inside
in
after.
there,
Jeez.
bro.
Bro.
Ooh, I like it.
Called him out. This is where the timelines sync. Boba Fett.
Rex.
PK.
He's back, baby.
Let's go. Eyeballing some.
Tear his arms off.
Rip his arms off.
Oh, sit down and shut up.
Yes.
Oh, that was awesome, guys. That was so good.
Just saying. Is anybody touching anything?
Nope.
Is anybody else skipping, or is it just me?
I'm good.
Totally good, but
No, it's definitely
audio-
doing shit.
audio synced out for me. That's it.
It'll sync itself.
I've done the same scene 6 times now, 7.
Yeah, now I'm jumping around.
Yep, now it's completely shot.
What the hell?
I'm not touching it.
It's like it's in a skip mode now.
It's doing it itself.
I think we're back.
Nope.
Nope. Did it again. Dude, it's saying I'm doing it.
It is saying it that you're doing it, but you're not even touching the screen.
No.
What the hell? What is going on, y'all?
It's saying I'm jumping and doing stuff. I'm not.
Guys, I don't know how to.
Okay, I'm just gonna go to my own freaking Disney to try to freaking finish this
The
out.
group. Can you exit the group? How do you exit the group?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna pull my own up. Where are we at?
39.07.
Yeah, 39.
Alright. Man, tonight has just not been the night.
It's not been your night, X-Men. I don't know what's going on.
Just
It kept
friggin-
saying that you were doing it. I'm like,
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
looking at
know.
his hands. You're not doing it.
Okay, it's playing again. Shh.
I'm just gonna go to Disney Plus on my own.
perfection.
Yeah.
The Mando music?
It is.
That's Mando theme song, bro.
Yeah, what did I say? It's coming. It's coming. Episode 5.
That was his song. What?
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
Yeah, how do you feel, man? That was like a Fennec highlight reel.
they should just call it the Book of Fennec Shand, man.
Not as nervous.
I knew that was coming. Yeah. He's just
Well,
old man Boba. I don't know.
Yeah, he just feels kind of neutered to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Look, I think it was a good episode. I think there was a lot of stuff that they did right. I think they made a couple weird decisions. It just seems to be kind of a continuation of the same stuff. But I thought it was a pretty good show episode.
Mm-hmm.
Much better than the last one.
Yeah, these modern people, I can't stand them.
I don't. Yeah, I don't like them either.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. There's. I mean, that was like a good solid 9 out of 10 for me. That was
Was
really
it
good.
me or was Drask and the main person not even there?
No, we didn't see him.
We didn't see them. No.
Yeah. Just
Lots of
new-
Mando hinting though.
Yeah.
It is. Yes.
I'm gonna grab some water. I'll be right back.
But I told you guys like there wasn't going to be like a lot of like big heavy action. It wasn't going to be like that.
I mean, there was kind of.
That was some pretty good heavy action. I mean, that was some full, you got a seismic charge.
I mean, most of that.
I got a Sarlacc kill.
You got a
Most
Sarlacc.
of
rip
that episode was
off.
them kicking the shit out of that entire gang. So there was plenty of action.
Well, I mean, not. I think like what I mean is like not the action that people were thinking. Like Boba's gonna like all of a sudden turn into chapter
I don't know
13 Mandalorian Boba.
Let's be
Yeah.
real though. I mean that getting his ship back and first thing he's doing is finding some swoop bike gang and gunning all of them down from above. That's pretty Mando from chapter 13. That's pretty savage right there. That's pretty
It is.
that was for anybody who says that this
It is,
version
but,
of Boba is not on par with that version of Boba. I beg you to go back and watch that scene where he gunned down a bunch of guys just taking a stroll with their buddies.
Right, but what I think most people in Star Wars really think of Boba is, that hand to hand. When you think back to that chapter in not chapter 15, but chapter 13, was it? Yeah, his chapter in Mando, the hand to hand savagery that we saw there, I think is the expectation that Star Wars fans have, right?
I mean, he was pretty savage against Gamorreans. He was pretty ruthless in his acquisition of his ship. I
think absolutely.
Listen,
like I said,
a Wookiee
9
tore
out
an
of 10
arm
for me.
off.
I know. I was happy to see
I mean,
the
like,
Wookiee.
If that's not a 9 out of 10, I'm sorry.
That's a 9 out of 10 for
I
me.
mean, go
Yes.
back home and rewatch it again.
I just
I just don't have the expectations that most Star Wars fans do.
I think where I'm at with this episode, I think my major gripe is and it's really not all that much. One is I keep fighting it and I know it's not going to go away. I'm not a fan of these modders. I just want the modders to go away, but I know it's not going to happen. And then it seemed kind of odd how they ended the timeline. They skipped all the Mando stuff, it seems like, and they merged it because now he's healed. It doesn't sound like he's going to go back in the Bacta tank, because why would they reference that he's 100% healed? You know what I mean?
I mean, we kind of know what happened there, though.
Yeah, 100%. So I guess that's merged. Now the flashbacks are gone.
I think so too.
I guess, I thought we were going to see some Django action going on there, but
I don't
maybe.
think
Yeah, we got a
see
seismic
Django.
charge.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Starlight kill was
Interesting.
epic. That
Yeah,
was,
that was
epic,
great.
man.
But
That
at
was
least
really good.
at least it explains
We got
at
a
least
beak.
this explains Boba's
Mhm.
not I don't want to say respect, but his
Journey.
acceptance for these modder kids when he meets them, right? Because he had to go there to save his friend, so he's like, oh, not all of you are bad, let's see what's up, and so it kind of gives a little reference tone to why he doesn't just gun them down in the street, because their buddies saved now his friend and lieutenant. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say that's to me, I mean, you got a Rancor scaring the crap out of people from under the floor. You got a Wookiee ripping arms off. You got a Twi'lek, trying to calm a Wookiee down and then getting very disappointed. I mean,
let's bang out this super real quick. So see if you get his reference. 100, 200, 300. You guys are gonna make me rich. Anybody know what that's in reference to? And for that, I haven't seen you around here, Jen.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your donation. I appreciate it. I don't know what that's in reference to. 100, 200, 300.
Nope.
I mean, you're getting some solid reviews in the chat.
Yeah, a lot of people seem happy in the chat. Yeah, the cybernetic montage and Boba chasing a droid, those are two parts I was not a fan of for sure. It was cool to see BK back, though. I'm glad to see BK ripping arms off. That was
in
cool.
like true form, yeah. In
Yeah.
like his true form, yeah, that was awesome. I totally. I mean, I give it a 9 out of 10, but I have the same little like gripes. I would say him chasing around a robot. Why? How does
Yeah.
that push the story along? Doesn't.
It's that little Disney comedy stuff that they love to do that just takes you out of the seriousness.
The droid was so scared of him that he turned himself off. Like, come on.
It
He's
felt
like,
very
"Not-
kiddie, but
nope."
not in like a Star Wars kiddie way. It was like very like on a
Disney.
immature level.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I agree.
I mean, this
Exactly, Darth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is where people are going to start getting more and more interested in the show, right? This is the stuff people have been wanting to see. This is the stuff, I mean, Boba feeding him his Rancor a little lamb chop from his own plate over the pit. That's very Tony Soprano. That's very Godfather.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what they're trying to do with this. I mean, if Mandalorian is the Western, he's the gunslinger, right? This is Boba's attempt at becoming a mob boss. And now he's gathering his muscle. He's got some muscle, he's got some brains, he's got a Rancor. So I think, like I said, I think this might be the turning point where some of these fans might be getting back on the hype train again.
I think they're going to be hyper focused on the negatives on this one.
It's the Star Wars community.
Right.
I mean, no, I don't see it.
I don't see
See?
it.
It wasn't as bad this episode.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad. It's still there. And I think, the sins of the father, man. I don't know. What was interesting, I thought, was the way that they tilted the Slave One over the Sarlacc pit. For me, I didn't understand.
It didn't
the
make sense
repulsor
to me.
lifts there. I was like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah, I was.
How do they
Well,
do
it's
that?
saying, how can it fly like that?
Yeah, or the thrusters are on the back. What's holding it up?
Well,
Like,
the Slave One can actually do a complete circle. Like it has like a 360 axis, so it can move like that, right?
I
So it
don't know
makes
about the
sense
repulsor lifts
because
there.
that's his windshield, and he wants to look inside. I mean, it made sense to me.
I'm not looking for those threads to pull at. I just thought that looked rad. It looked like a poster.
Totally cool.
They could cut that out and make it a poster, and it would sell a
Oh,
bazillion
dude.
copies. Right? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
The
the
Slave
lighting,
One, like
the
face to
lighting
face
of
with
that ship in that
yeah.
night sky, it looks so.
That looked
bomb.
cool. The Sarlacc was sketchy. It's kind of that actually made
Mm.
me like the special edition Sarlacc a little
little
more,
more.
just
A
because
little more.
they made him a little
Mhm.
sketchy. Live Long
Mhm.
says, I feel like I just watched a standalone Boba show instead of number 4. Pleasantly surprised after Fennec was fixed, but please replace the Cyberpunk gang.
Thank you.
Right. So I feel like this gang and the Vespa gang and all that kind of stuff really fits in Coruscant and not in Tatooine. It's not the aesthetic for this planet. So it makes me think if it's done purposely, if there is some sort of connection where Boba Fett is actually going to go to Coruscant.
Some of the homies just had LED glasses on. I
know.
It was, some of the stuff they
Cheesy.
could have tried a little bit more, I don't know. Has
Yeah.
anyone ever seen that show, Face Off on Sci-Fi?
Yeah,
Well,
dude, 100%.
That's what a lot of that stuff reminded me of, which is
I gotta tell
whatever,
you,
but yeah.
Hawks, the goggles thing is a throwback to Maz Kanata.
There you go.
Yeah, I get that. I see that now a little bit.
Arlena, I can't find it anywhere, but
It was
thank
there.
you.
This is when you were still asleep and you weren't quite awake and ready for
Oh.
the stream. And so
You
this
did.
is
You might have to go to
This
YouTube
this
settings
is when
for that one.
everybody was sandbagging you real good. You should go
Yeah,
back and read the
thanks.
chat.
Yeah,
It's
really enjoying
really
it.
tragic.
Yeah, I can
Well,
confirm
for
that,
Fire,
too.
she said the Empire doesn't approve of tardiness. Sorry, away with the
Ooh.
younglings.
Thank you.
Thank you, Arlena. I appreciate
I
it.
did the 2 for her.
So yeah, I'm in a weird spot right now with it, man. I feel like I might have to just rewatch it again or something. Maybe it's because it was skipping and I didn't really get the full thing. I don't know, man.
do you feel better than you did at the beginning after episode 3? You feel better about the show overall now after that episode than you did when you were coming into this tonight?
I don't think so. I think I'm right in the same spot,
you like-
basically.
So you didn't like 4 better than 3.
Yes, I did. I
Okay.
like 4. I
You're
like
still
4
at
You're in a
better
better
than 3.
spot.
Yeah.
You're in a better spot.
Okay. All right. Yeah. We'll cut. Yeah.
I mean, if anything, right now it is basically, everybody's looking at a wash. What this is going to be a nice little turn. Yeah, they're here. This is going to be a nice little turning point.
Man.
The biker gang. It makes me feel better that there's an explanation for their existence, even pre-Boba show. They were thinking about this in Mando when she was fixed up and all that. Obviously, Din Djarin is not very good at finding the accuracy of life on a human being in the Tatooine desert. Doesn't know how to check for a pulse. But aside from that, I mean, you know, the hints at where are they going to go find themselves some Mandalorians? Are we going to get a Bo-Katan? Are we going to get some
Listen,
a
that was-
street full?
Dude, you
of
should
That was
highlight.
clearly a Mando.
You know,
Mando
You should
knows
highlight
what
this comment from Electric Blue. It said this should be like episode 2, and I 100% agree because then 3 would make sense. The way that he was speaking to the gang, because they already saved Finnick's life for him.
Right.
Like, why was that not before he went and got them to join him? I definitely agree there.
right. But that's a little bit of Favreau storytelling, though. He likes to lay these seeds and
Make
then
it confusing as fuck.
You know,
no, not
he
necessarily.
likes to lay these seeds and then come back and bear fruit with them. You know,
Yeah.
And you're talking about who's gonna be coming in. You know, I'd like to see them bring back in is that heavy Mando from
Yes.
from
Yeah, Favreau.
that would be cool. Like some of those dudes. Oh my god.
Yo, I guess this kind of like takes Bosk out of the equation of being a friend now.
yeah,
He
he's
just
definitely
tore the
coming for
arms off of a
DC, yeah.
Trandoshan
DK,
right in
yeah.
front of everybody.
So I do have a couple of things I want to touch on, but first, what did everybody think of Bryce Dallas Howard's?
She wasn't the
episode?
director.
She didn't
wasn't.
direct this one.
Oh,
Nope. That was Kevin.
Oh well, then somebody in the
This
in
was
the
who?
other room that I was in lied to me.
Oops.
Bastards.
$10 holla from Aid said that quote was Boba's famous quote from the OG Battlefront 2. I didn't know that. Killer. How does Boba not breathe through his nose
Awesome.
when he's sleeping in the back to tank? I drown in 10 seconds. Can you imagine you're in there, you just like accidentally you're dreaming and you just
Thank you.
thank
it's like
you.
you
Abe.
just coughed out Kathleen Kennedy. That was weird.
So my question is, now that this Finnick Boba conversation on the balcony of the palace happens, now we hear the Mandalorian music.
Dude heard it right away.
Is this an opportunity for Din Djarin to show up with a new band of Mandalorians that are uniting under his newly acquired darksaber?
Save it for
Think maybe
Mando.
they're
I
gonna
don't
set
want
up
to see that
Mando
Boba
3.
dude.
I mean, you're gonna get some Mandalorians coming to help Boba out with this situation, and realistically, what do
You
you
think
need?
so?
Like, what do you need? Like half a dozen?
I mean,
Really?
why have that
Yeah.
music there otherwise?
Why?
Well,
Why have that-
Bo-Katan for sure could be there.
Why have that music then? If
Yeah, it
they're
makes
not
zero
gonna show
sense
up?
to
No,
have that
because-
music there unless you're alluding to them bringing in Mando
Right.
Oh yeah.
or
We're-
Mandalorians.
What we're probably going to be seeing in the next episode, maybe in the beginning, is probably him like seeing Mando and Cobb Band.
Right. Yeah, I think
Again,
that's
So
that's
they're
more the
kind of
point,
like,
for sure.
See,
yeah.
I feel like we're not done with the flashbacks. I feel like we may not get them through the back to tank. Now they may be visuals that trigger his flashbacks. For instance, I'm still very hopeful we get a Cad Bane showdown, and when he's looking at the bolt mark on his helmet, I hope that triggers a flashback at some point. I would like
This
to
is
see
why
a flashback on a flashback, to be honest.
I don't know. We
this
only
is-
got 3 more episodes.
Yeah.
Just
Well, they said five,
that's only-
5, 6, and 7 are going to be
120 minutes left to runtime, roughly, if they're all about 40 minutes each. It's
Yeah.
not a lot of time.
that's why I feel like Boba Fett and Mando's timelines are meant to be together. Like he's meant to help Mandalore, because if they're gonna continue to show flashbacks in each episode, like that's just wasted time, and it's on purpose because
Yeah.
he's going to
I
end
think we're
up
done with
being with
flashbacks.
Din Djarin.
Well, and
in the
I've
end.
I've always felt like, for me, I've always felt like the reason Boba Fett is so important in the Mandalorian show and in the Mandalorian story is because I'm a firm believer that between Bo-Katan, but more specifically between Din Djarin and Boba Fett, are going to unite the factions that were splintered, right? The Death Watch factions that Din Djarin comes from, and the OG Mandalorians that Boba comes from via Jango. So I think this is the prime opportunity to finally, after what, 100 years, if not more, to unite all of Mandalore under one banner. And I
that
think
that just triggered a thought because he said something about having a tribe in that episode. So I wonder if that's what they're gonna lead him to, is that the Mandalorians are his tribe, and he's gonna come back to.
I don't think so. I don't think that Boba's ever gonna really like take on the Mandalore mantle. I think he's gonna build. I think he's gonna build his criminal underground, and I think he's gonna ally with Din Djarin, and they're gonna, he's gonna bring his people, right, to come and then free Mandalore as a whole.
Well, it's definitely, for me, it's definitely it's an easy way for the storytellers to unite the Mandalorian banners, right? Because that's been the largest problem with Mandalorians, is that there has always been infighting within the clans, right? So for me, this is a great opportunity. Bo-Katan being the most respected Mandalorian through the Clone War and surviving the entire way, and then you have Din Djarin that is a descendant of Death Watch, and you have Boba that is Jango's basically double, and he's a descendant of the original Mandalorian creed. So I feel like there's a big opportunity, because they need all these people together for the big cinematic reveal at the end of this, right? And I feel like this is what they're building towards. And
Strike's happy.
and Strike's happy, and that's what makes the world go round. I mean, he's spinning the world from the other side, and if he's happy, the world keeps spinning.
Darth Arlena, I appreciate that comment.
I like, and you know what? To be honest with you, man, like in that context, I was okay with it because it didn't feel forced. She's like, that's, if he says that's slave, well, he could have said slave one. That's my ship. I don't know.
Yeah, but he was describing the type of ship. I mean, she's not gonna know what the slave one is.
And he was describing a type of ship. It wasn't he was like,
naming
we need to go get my old slave one. No, he's like, hey, I need to go get my fire spray. Like, just like you would say, like, oh, if you named your car Lucille, you wouldn't be like, hey guys, we got to go get Lucille. You'd be like,
100% what I would say.
I got to go get my caddy back, or I got to go get, I got to go get. It was.
I'm gonna go get my Porsche.
It wasn't. It wasn't painful the way people thought it was going to be painful, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
And let's just leave it there. Let's not they don't need to reference it again. They don't need to say it again. They don't need to do anything. Just leave it.
I do have one more point to the Boba and the Mandalorian in him. I do have one more a wave to ride on this. Is I think the time with the Tuskens, because he got his armor back and it was all still acid burned from the Sarlacc when he got it back originally when we saw him in Mando, but then he paints it. He specifically puts the Mandalorian symbol on his shoulders, right? This for me is a large symbol that he is including Jango and his Mandalorian respect in his new design for his armor. And so for me, I feel like I go back to my statement. I think the time with the Tuskens is maybe making him think I do need to be with the Mandalorians.
Right. He is searching for belonging. I think the reference, like in the second episode where we had that flashback and he had that like acid trip, it was very symbolic of him trying to be reborn, right? Yes. And he's a different person, and not everybody's going to like the person that he is, but he's a different person. And I think he was really his whole life he's been searching for like a sense of belonging. Like if you think about Aura Singh and Aura Singh not being the right, mother figure or whatever, he was always looking for that sense of like belonging, and he found it with the Tuskens, and it's dramatically changed him. And I think one thing that you guys need to understand is that I'll give you a skinny there you guys a bone. There was 6 episodes planned for this series, right? And they went back and reshot some of the scenes that you saw in episode 1 because they listened to fans, okay, who clamored for, we want to see how he made it out of the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah.
So then they reshot those scenes, and then they had to re-edit the entire season, all 7 episodes, to space it out, evenly and make it flow in a story structure type of mode. That's the skinny, okay, on Book of Boba, and why it's 7 and not 6, like other episodes that we're going to see. Obi-Wan is 6. Ahsoka is probably going to be 6.
Well, and this is, I honestly think this episode will, for the people that were like, I need something, I need something, I need something. This is a good time.
That's really funny, Evers.
We got to get my YT 1300.
I got to get my YT. Oh, yeah. And some ships really have really long, section names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Han Solo will come in and be like, hey, where's the slave one? And then everybody will be happy.
Yeah, we knew this was coming. It's Disney. This is gonna happen. I'm not defending it. I'm just saying if they were gonna punch me in the gut, at least they punch me soft.
If I may
it
push
looks
back,
like they were aiming for your balls and got you in the gut. That's kind of how I feel this was for you.
That's fair.
If I may push back about the Millennium Falcon thing, that ship beat the Kessel Run and whatever. Like, a lot of people know that stuff.
It is
the Slave
legendary.
1 is a bounty hunter ship. You're not supposed to know about it, and when you do, you end up dead or in carbonite. So it's like
Han cheated.
Just
You're
saying.
absolutely
he's a
right,
cheater.
Hawks.
Now he does not remember. And I mean, he was super out of it when he came out of that pit, and then he got knocked out again. So
yeah,
he was like concussed. I mean, think about how hard he hit Jabba's barge, right? Like, if that didn't like throw him out, and then he got in the acid and passed out, like he was not.
Black Chrysanthemum threw him into the wall harder than he hit Jabba's sail barge, man.
But his rocket pack was accelerating.
Yeah, but it wasn't. I don't think it was even that. It was just like, you have to remember he's falling in there. There is no oxygen in a Sarlacc pit, which we definitely saw because he went over to the stormtrooper and took his oxygen to take that in. So he spent very little time there, and even in that little time, like, he was really messed up.
I want to bring this up. How do you guys feel about the seismic charge in the Sarlacc pit?
I think it would have been done a lot more damage, personally. I think
that's kind of what I was thinking.
I like the effect over the sand. I thought it was kind of cool.
I would have liked to have seen Boba like hit a shield, like, oh no, like reach for something, because that just felt like I feel like that charge would have done a lot more damage to the ship, even underground.
I mean, we know the seismic charge does go. I mean, it's a horizontal explosion, right? So we know that, but at the same time, I still like with us freaking seismic charge, dude. Like, you remember the damage that did in Attack of the Clones? It was blowing asteroid fields apart and stuff.
It's also in negative space with no mass. So maybe with the Earth and the Sarlacc,
dude, it swallowed that thing and it literally cut its head off.
Yeah,
I love it.
Swallowed it down and then it sliced its head off.
Another one of those things.
The highlight for me.
Getting too much in the technical details of just,
I mean,
enjoy it. Just enjoy the noise.
How did the Slave One do this upside down? I'm not buying it. It looked dope though.
Yeah.
This is what drives me crazy, guys, is how many people absolutely nitpick every little thing in Star Wars. And it's like, oh, we can't ask you to suspend disbelief, but yet we're watching Star Wars.
You're not a true Star Wars fan if you don't hate Star Wars.
We're
talking about laser swords here. Come on.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
They're not real.
Like, what the hell? Why are you arguing about the littlest of things? Like, just.
I mean,
because that's what we do, Maria. That's literally all we do on the internet all day.
I wish we wouldn't. X-Wing.
This is. I mean, this
I'm a great Jedi.
This is a 9 out of 10 episode.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
And I really can't see anybody giving this below a 7 on this. Even your hard hitting critics that are only, shilling for the negatives clicks. I feel like even that person's got to give this a no bottom than a 7.
I am dying for some Echo Base Network.
I'd fairly call it a 7 for me, I think.
Okay.
Earlier, he said it was the worst episode yet, so I don't know.
What? No way.
I'm
Coach?
guessing it was.
Oh, it's probably Nick. Coach is asleep.
Yeah, I'm guessing it was Nick.
Nick stays up to watch these.
Yeah, Nick stays up. Coach.
I'm at 8.5 too. That's what I gave for episode 2 as well. This one may have been a little bit better than that. I enjoyed the Fennec stuff.
I think on the rewatch you might up that number by tomorrow night's Boomer Cast.
Yeah.
To be honest, because I'm giving it.
There was a lot of good stuff in it.
There was so many good things that paid off from the last episode. Like I said, I feel like these two episodes could have been combined to make one long ass episode in the middle. And it would have played better together because by the
I agree with you completely. But you, like I said at the beginning,
for sure,
understand it was originally 6, and so they had to re-edit, right?
Yeah.
So I think that some of the continuity was lost in there, right? So
it's true. We did lose our last battle because X-Wing goes rogue.
I'm a bounty
give it
a
6.5, probably.
Like, oh, I'm Boba Fett. We got a bounty. I gotta go. And he's like,
hey, Austin, you say 6.5?
Yeah, I give it a 6.5 because the stuff that I didn't like in it, it takes away that much from that episode for me.
Yeah.
But I'm also saying that because I have a picture in my head of what the perfect episode would be like. And I'm hoping that the next 3 episodes can hit that 9 or 10 mark. And that's what I'm expecting. And
those damn expectations
from where we're at to like what it could be is that 3.5 points or whatever.
Right.
I mean, honestly, the biker gang gunning down the biker gang. I'm sorry, Drive By Boba. That for me,
Boba was awesome.
Drive By Boba automatically makes it a 7. Like that's where I'm like, oh, automatic 7. Like I'm the judge at the table going 7.
Yes.
He landed it. I mean, I don't care how ugly it was. It's a 7, right?
Okay.
But then
there's Coach or Nick. Is that
he was being
Nick. He's trolling, girl.
Earlier.
He's trolling.
Oh,
see, there it is. There.
Or we just won't know what he thinks.
But I mean, just that alone,
Something
and
mysterious.
then I was right about the Rancor scaring the Muggles.
You
like,
did, yes.
That for me put it at an 8, and then I get to watch Fennec. Fennec
is badass.
Was that little orb?
That was so badass.
Bro, it mapped the whole compound. Like that's how she's like, I don't need maps. Don't worry about your maps. I'll get a more accurate description.
That was probably one of the coolest things I've seen.
Bro.
I mean,
I agree 100%, but I did not come to the show looking to see a badass Fennec. Like, I want to see Boba.
Boba climbed back in his ship. I mean, 7 automatic 7 landed it, right? He was back in his ship. Yeah,
I agree. 100%. That's totally cool. But everybody's like, oh my God, Fennec is so badass, and I'm waiting to get some of that Boba. All we got that was cool in this episode of Boba was mowing down the Nikto gang. That was the only awesome thing that Boba did for me.
So X-Wing, give me 3 of the top things that you liked about the episode, and then 3 of the worst things that you like. I want to know because you and I'll ask Austin because we're the higher level raters, but I want to see what the lower level folks
and I don't want to seem like I'm just a negative Nancy. Like
you turned the corner during this show. Don't lie, you went dark side. It's okay.
Well, hey, look,
I
didn't do it of my own volition. Look, I'm not the one writing the show. Okay. For me, the best things were definitely gonna be the mowing down the Nikto gang, getting back into the Slave One, and Black Chrysanthemum ripping an arm off.
Okay.
Those were good things. Worst things were the droid scene was shaping up to be really cool, and then they blew it.
Okay.
I thought it was kind of weird how the Slave One hovered over the pit, and he just kind of like stuck his flashlight in there. I thought that was a really weird usage of Slave One. And then definitely still, again, the cyberpunk gang that fits nowhere in the Star Wars universe for me.
Fair.
That's it.
Austin, what about you? Top 3, bottom 3.
Top 3 was Seismic Charge, just because that noise is beautiful. We're getting back in the ship, and probably BK ripping that dude's arm off. Those are probably top 3. Bottom, I'm pretty much kind of along the lines of X-Wing. The rat catcher droid, that whole sequence, completely kind of a little too much for me. The music in the cyberpunk area scene, not so much for me the people there. It's just when I'm in Star Wars, I want it to be themed. I don't know, it feels Star Wars. I think it's the music pulled me out of that scene, but otherwise, what happened in the scene didn't pull me out. I didn't mind that.
Okay.
It's amazing what music can do.
Yeah,
I know.
mean,
Yes,
it's just,
it
yeah.
is.
And then third, I don't really have a third off the top of my head that I can think of. I have to rewatch the episode though.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Hawks?
I don't know. I guess I must be depressed because I'm an emotionally complex creature. So
Crit,
I guess
it's
that
like
equals
you get
I'm
them so
depressed
hard in the
now.
heart every time. They're just
Every
take
time.
it so personally. They're like,
It's
why?
Hey, look,
anyway.
hey, you never obviously Crit has never found a puppy at the pound that was like sad in his cage. It was so depressed,
Right.
and then he got home with his new friend and looked him in the eye and was like, "You're home forever. You're gonna be okay." And the dog was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be okay. Oh my god!" I'm just saying that's what happens when you bring a puppy or an animal home that was trapped in a cage and sad and depressed. I'm just saying, sorry,
Danny
not
Trejo
sorry.
gave him his meds. That's what it was.
I'm not really awake enough for this list, but my favorite parts, I did enjoy the Sarlacc part when it grabbed the ship. I actually was concerned for the ship for half a second.
Yes.
Before I
me too.
realized, like, wait, where are we in the timeline? It's 3 a.m. and I'm trying to like figure this all out. The Finnick
poor
stuff
Hawks.
was cool. I did think it kind of took over the whole episode, and I hope that hints at like she will pop up in like a lot of other places as like a problem, like a real problem. Like in the Bad Batch, she was kind of an issue there, but I think Ming-Na Wen has an opportunity here to kind of like be around for a while.
She can traverse all
exactly.
the different
She'll be
shows.
able to bounce through a lot of these bounty hunters. Will be able to get sprinkled in different places. Really just depends on what Star Wars wants to do with that. I disliked the modded gang in this more than I did in the other. Like I enjoyed the chase scene more than I did this.
The OJ Simpson chase, yeah.
Yeah, they didn't really show they didn't show too much of their capabilities in the shop. It was kind of like I said, Face Off on the Sci-Fi channel. A lot of that stuff. Cyberpunk, like almost like steampunk kind of. So I get how they were trying to blend Tatooine's feel there a little bit with it, but didn't really hit for me as far as that goes. I like the chase scene a little bit more with them, but
yeah.
Awesome.
I don't even have to ask Star Wars Obsession because him and I were probably going to have the exact same list.
I would have a harder time finding things I dislike than things I like. I mean, the mod gang's mod parlor felt like a tattoo parlor, and that was rad. That had a really rad feeling. If you spend a lot of time in tattoo parlors, I'm sure X-Wing has. It had that very same feeling when you walk in a tattoo shop. The guy's like, "What do you want? By appointments only. Get out." And he's like, "Hold on. Here's a stack of money." He's like, "Hold on. Get out of my chair." Right? Like that to me felt very nostalgic for anybody that's been in a tattoo parlor. It's anybody who spent time with artists like that. Number one, that felt awesome. Seeing him rescue Finnick. This is a big scene that we didn't get to see in Mando. We got to see a background of him, how he ended up there, which is filling in gaps everywhere, which is total fan service because that's what people wanted when they saw and heard Boba Fett's
connect the dots, right?
When you heard his spurs in Mando, you're like, "That's Boba." No, it's not. That's Boba. No, I mean, we literally argued over it for like 6 months, right? You get the backstory in this. That's why this episode for me is a 9. I mean, maybe a 9.5 after tomorrow morning because it literally gave us so many things that. Yes, the biker gang stuff sucks, but at least we get a little background into why Boba doesn't just gun him down. It felt very cool for an old man like me that's been around and seen tattoo parlors all over the world. That's how all of them feel. I mean, even watching the cybernetics go up in the neck, and that whole thing felt very cool for me. I don't really feel it's a Star Wars thing, but I dug it. But again, I think there's more that I like than I don't like because they just gave us so much in such a short amount of time.
Shut up, Shang-Chi.
She got a raise. She got an
She
extension on her
who will
contract.
not be named.
She got an extension on her contract, and she's off doing,
Yeah,
ruining
she's getting it.
rides at Disney.
It's
and
one
doing
movie with
shows,
Marvel,
so
and now he's trying
we're
to cross
okay.
over. It's ridiculous.
She's out there. She's out there trying
Yep.
to figure out how to save her latest
Listen.
failure while we're safe in the hands of Dave Filoni over here in the television world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shots.
It's like,
Shots
Nice
fired.
one. Nice one.
All right. Well, I
Mm.
think we should get some sleep. I think. Oh my God! I thought the
Thanks,
exact same thing, and I
Yes,
wasn't
very.
gonna say it.
Yeah.
Rick James being in this
Well,
episode.
it's
Yeah.
4:30 in the morning almost.
I was
here.
expecting him to turn around and just be like, "Cocaine's a hell of a drug."
Spice is a hell of a drug.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Nice.
let's get some sleep. We got Boomer Council tomorrow. There's going to be a lot to talk about. I need to rewatch this episode without
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
technical difficulties and stuff that we were going
Get
through.
it together, boomers.
What can I say, man?
It just kept saying X-Wings fast forward. I'm like, he's not even touching it.
It wouldn't be X-Wing if it wasn't just like completely broken and
I mean-
awful, and I was late. And,
The droids are fighting back.
But before we go, the inquiring minds want to know: were you asleep, or were you having computer issues?
a little bit of buff.
Okay, copy that.
I was doing a Boba flashback, and then I woke up and I'm like, oh no,
In the
my
back
back
of the
tank's not working.
Copy. Okay, because inquiring minds want to know. I mean, EDN was very concerned.
I'm sure they were very
They were
concerned for my
very
health.
Concerned.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. So,
I
anyways,
really appreciate the invite, X-Wing. Thank you so much for having me tonight.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us. We'll get it a little smoother on the next one. It's always the next episode, right? The next episode we'll get it right. The next episode we're gonna do it right. I appreciate all you guys being here. Thanks for watching. Get some sleep. Hope today finds you well. Hope tomorrow finds you. It is tomorrow. So I hope today finds you well then. I will see you guys tomorrow.